Are you touching this on the side?
I figured what it is. It's sticking right here. That's the reason I was holding it.
No, it's the switch on the side. Are you touching the switch?
I could be. Are we dead?
No, certainly.
All right. Are we still going? Okay. All right, let's go back to verse 22. Now, I want to use the word encouraging. Jesus was encouraging with a little push. Can I put it like that? For the disciples to get in the boat, compel or force to follow a particular course. Verse 28. Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, boy, these words, if it be thou, bid me to come unto the water. Imagine this. The faith that Peter had right now trusted God enough that he stepped out of the ship to walk on water. My friend, you must have faith. Faith without Hebrews 11:6, without faith, it's impossible to please God. You must have faith. Peter asked Jesus, can he step out of the ship and walk on the water? What did he say? Jesus said, yes, step out. What is Jesus saying here? Step out in faith. I'm right here. Peter had faith in Jesus. If he said, if I can do it, wait a minute, and if he said it, I can do it. Jesus told him to do it. He had confidence. I pray to God today that you have confidence in God. Oh, I believe it's Hebrews 10:38. Do not lose confidence in God. Now, if we can do a lot of things, work. Boy, I'm having a problem. We can do a lot of things when we work for the Lord and have that faith. If we keep trusting in Him, walk with Him along life's narrow way. Verse 30. What happened? What happened? Peter was walking on the water. But what happened? Peter suddenly, let's read it. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid and began to sink. He cried, saying, Lord, save me. He began to notice his surroundings. The wind was raging, if you will, but he began to be afraid. He began to sink. That's what happens to every child of God. When your faith gets weak, you take your eyes off of Jesus. My friend, that's when you're opening the door to your problems and to your trials and to your tests. That's what happens to us spiritually. We are troubled, lose faith in the situation we're in. Peter began to sink. Same thing will happen to us if our faith gets weak. Never was it. Never was it. Boy, I'm having trouble. 2 Peter 2:22. I'm gonna get through this if I keep trying. But now listen. If our faith gets weak, we must go through the motions. Never was it to be about our salvation. Went back to the old ways. We got to get serious in our relationship with God. Verse 31. Look here. I want you to see this. I want you to see this physically. Immediately, Jesus stretched forth his hand out there to Peter. Hey, he was sinking. He was sinking. But Jesus reached out forth his hand and called him. O thou little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? Now look at it, verse 32. I want you to notice something. And when they were come into the ship, Peter, Jesus walked on the water again. When they were come into the ship, the wind ceased. Jesus and Peter walked on the water together. The storm ceased. My lifeguard walks on water. Do you love Jesus today? Put your trust completely in him today. God bless you. We love you.